Hey everybody, welcome back to Hale Sports Cards. We got a fun one today. So Donruss Baseball just came out. I know it's unlicensed. That if you guys have watched this channel at all, that doesn't really bother me. I just like cool cards. And these are down to, my LCS had these at $195. So for $195, let's call it $200, you're getting 3 autographs or mem cards. You know, it's Donruss, so you have the downtown, the animation, alter ego. They put a bunch of cool case hits in this. You know, the autograph checklist is actually pretty fun. So you have, you know, all the prospects are in this. Not a ton of current guys, if any, really. I mean, some of the dudes who were prospects or rookies still have cards in here in autos. But then you have, you know, Bo Jackson, Ken Griffey, Nolan Ryan, some crazy autos. Which are probably super hard to hit, but, you know, it's a fun chase for $200. And I'm willing to bet, like I was telling somebody, that, you know, if you look at I don't really, you know, like, I like to rip stuff that seems fun, right? Like, I had a comment on my last video about how I was just hyping up Platinum and it's a terrible set, blah, blah, blah. Like, I get it's a huge set, right? And you might not hit the biggest names. But if I can open retail boxes and get 2 numbered cards a box, that's fun, right? Like, it's a hobby. That's what the hobby is to me. It's fun. You know, if I can spend $200 and get 3 autos, hopefully, and some numbered stuff, and maybe a chance at a downtown, alter ego, some cool cards, you know, Skeens is all over this, that's fun to me. You know, what's not fun is opening a $700-800 box and getting $200 worth of cards if you're lucky, right? Like, ROI isn't about making money for me. It's about, like, is it worth it? Like, you know, just flushing money down the drain with some of these newer products that are out when there's some cheaper stuff that's super fun. So that's why something like this sitting on the shelf for under $200, and I'm like, why not, you know? So we got like a yellow, we got some stuff going on here. Let's see. So I've seen like 1 box of this open, and I think you get a paper parallel at the beginning and then some optics in the back. So let's see what we got here. We got Don Mattingly, Reggie Jackson, Hassan Kim. Yep, Aaron Judge is in this, which is always a nice one. I think him and Bobby Witt are like 2 of the current guys that are always in these Panini sets. Felix Hernandez, and it looks like a rookie maybe on this holo. Gage Wood. Okay, let's take a look here. I don't know if this is going to be numbered or not. It is not, so just a regular holo foil, but I think he was a 1st-round draft pick. Not 100% sure. And then we got Trey Savage on the rookie. Here, let's go that there. We'll put rookies there. There's base. Peyton Toll. Nice little Kevin Youkilis. Heston Kierstad. Carter Jensen on the rookie. Got a weird little, I don't know why that's in there. Let's see what we got here on our optics. We got Bubba Chandler on the rookie and a Jacob Wilson orange. All right. And then we have crunch time behind that of Chase DeLauder. So we got Jacob Wilson orange to $199. Super clean looking card. I like the Donruss and optic design this year. It's a shame they will all be unlicensed, but that's okay. Top loaders. So there's our first numbered card. Obviously we're hoping to get good autos, a case hit, something gold. Crunch time, not my favorite, but a fun little set. Then we got Alex Freeland and Aiden Miller. Let's see what we got here. So let's just roll through it. Why not? Gil Hodges. Yep, there's Bobby Witt. Luis Angel Acuna in the Mets jersey, but for the White Sox. Ken Griffey, Sr. Josh Gibson, and, ooh, Josh Hamilton. There's a blast from the past. Haven't seen him in a set in a while. So we got a little laser going on there. Not numbered, but the typical Donruss laser we're used to. What is this that's stuck to something? Oh, got something cool looking there. Let's see what that is. Got Josh Gibson, Barry Larkin, Jason Varitek, Pudge, and we got our first auto. Boom, Nick Kurtz, see? So while not a rookie, I will take a Nick Kurtz auto any day of the week. That's sick. It's a sticker, sadly. He's a little off sticker, but whatever. Nick Kurtz, who has been flying up the MVP boards with Judge hurt, and is a very, very good player. So both of Oakland's rookies from last year on the board so far. Can't be mad about that. There's Bryce Eldridge. We have Eli Willits. Paul Skeens on the Unleashed. That's going to be sick if you get a parallel of that. I know it comes in parallels. That's going to be a good one. Songjung Kim. So that's the guy from Bowman who's a pitcher and a shortstop. And then Theo Gillen. I'll throw this Paul Skeens in a sleeve because I like this card. And I can do what I want. So one auto so far, and it was a good one. So can't be mad about that. So we got another laser, something thick. Ooh, some sort of gold laser insert back there. Okay, okay. So there's Gil Hodges, Bobby Witt again, Luis Angel again, Ken Griffey Sr. again. That's funny. Chandler Simpson on the holo. Only one numbered card so far, which is shocking, but I guess we did get the auto pack already, so. Pudge, Tony Perez, Carlton Fisk, Jim Tomei, Mike Piazza. Got another one of these. Luke Keeschel on the optic. And Luke Dickerson. And what is this? Bobby Witt Jr. on the Donruss Elite laser. That's a cool looking card. So I don't believe this is anything super special, just an insert parallel, but is it damaged at the bottom? No, I think that's just the design. It's hard to tell, but super sick there. I like that card. Nice and clean. It's got the laser thing going on. We're going to put you up there with them. Then we have Ike Irish and Cruz Schoolcraft for San Diego. And so I'm already having more fun opening this than maybe both of my Bowman boxes combined. Those were a little bit tough on me. So we got a purple and a red. Okay, okay. There's Brandon Sproat, now with Milwaukee. Madison Bumgarner. Colt Keith. Why is every other card got to be upside down? Heston Kierstead. And another Josh Hamilton. This time on the pink /99. I feel like he won an MVP at some point. Maybe not. Maybe he was just really good there for a couple of years, but Cam Smith, Bryce Matthews, Tony Lazzari, there's Mizorowski, David Ortiz, Michael Young, and Randy Johnson. Very nice. Love that. The big unit on the red /99. Love to see that. And then we got Nick Kurtz, the Bomb Squad's back. See, another nice clean insert that will look pretty cool in a parallel, I'd have to imagine. Then we got Josh Hammond for KC and Liam Doyle. All right, what do we got here? A blue and a green, huh? And another silver insert in the back. Sproat again, Bumgarner again, Colt Keith. That's funny that that's happened twice now. On a blue, who do we have? Jonathan Santucci rated prospect. For what I'm assuming is the Mets, it says New York at a 149. Don't know much about this guy. A little bit of a dinged up corner there, but I wouldn't recommend. Now that it costs $80 to grade, I would not recommend probably grading any of these anyway, but curious about that green. Tony Perez, Carlton Fisk, Tomei, Piazza, Cam Smith. We've literally seen the amount of duplicates we're getting in this is hilarious. There's Colston Montgomery, and the green looks upside down. It's a batter, Bryce Ranier. Okay, I think he's a pretty decent prospect for the Tigers. Green to 5. Now we're talking. That is sick. This has been out for probably a week now, so I will flash up some comps if I can find any. Hard to say if I'll be able to, but a green to 5. We got a Kurtz auto. I would call this box a W already, and we're like halfway through. Mike Piazza on the insert. Jordan Yost and Tyler Brimner. Yeah, if you're just into ripping stuff for fun and you're not sitting here worried about anything too crazy, like, you can see this is just a super fun product. So we got a silver and some optics, nothing crazy in this pack. Akamoto on the rookie. A-Rod. James Wood. Tetsuya Imai. Jonah Tong. Angel Genoa. Been hearing good things about him this year. Looks like a little bit of, I can't tell if that's the pattern or some damage, but once again, not too worried about it. We're just gonna put you there, it's not numbered. Dave Winfield, George Brett, Griffey Sr., Rhett Lauder, Yogi Berra, another one of these. We got Cal Ripken, Gavin Fiend from my Nats, and Jonah Tong on the crunch time. Mike Sirota for LA, and Jarlin Susana, who I think's been doing pretty good down in the minors for the Nats, which is good. We need some pitching. Okay, ooh. Got a little red explosion thing going on there. Another red there. This could be a fun little pack. All right, we got Pujols. Leo Dorish, I don't know who that is, some manager. Ricky Henderson. George Brett again. Carter Jensen again. And Luis Angel Acuna on the red to 250. Very nice. So anyone who hasn't looked at this checklist, I recommend looking. They have dual downtowns, which are sick. They have the alter egos. Like, that's really what made me decide it was worth the play at the price. Like, pulling one of those would just be super cool. Trey Savage, Mike Smith, Peyton Toll. Ooh, Zaire Hope on the Jersey Kings. Okay. Not a bad name to get there. One of the bigger prospects for the Dodgers. Find my thicker sleeves. So it says, I've seen a lot of boxes ripped where there was multiple autos and a mem. It says 3 autos or mems. I don't really know what to expect. 100 count to work. Do I need to grab 130s? Let's try 100 here, because it's in reach. Perfect. All right, so we got a couple more things here. We got a hollow. There's Cam Schlittler. The Cameron threw me off. Brett Lauder on the holo. And what is this? Bomb Squad of Spencer Jones to 99. That's what I was saying. These in a parallel, that's a sick looking card. Like, once again, I don't think this is going to get me hundreds of dollars for this card, but like, if I was a Yankees fan and liked Spencer Jones, I wouldn't be mad to have this in my PC. Like, if that was James Wood or Willits or somebody, I'd be pretty stoked. And then Brett Lauder was not numbered, but that's our first optic holo. Merrick Houston, first round pick, and Wandy Asigan. Do not know who that is. Got something there. Looks like our next auto. About it this pack. So let's get down to it. Well, let's go ahead. We'll pull these to the front. There's Randy Johnson on the optic. Brandon Summerhill on the prospect. Bobby Witt on the bomb squad. I like that. We got Spencer Jones. Durangelo. That last name. Wow. Okay. Brandon Sprode on the rookie. Another Bumgarner. Colt Keith. Third time we've seen this run of players. Bryce Matthews. And Daniel Egan to 99 with Arizona. Not familiar with him, but I will take it. Kind of the red color match there with Arizona. Used more top loaders than I expected. Grab a handful more. We're going to move, I'm going to leave the 5 there. We're going to move Bobby over there. Get a sleeve on this Witt bomb squad because I like these inserts. All right, so like I said, there might be another auto. Maybe not. Like I said, I've seen some where the autos are more than they said, but we know we're going to get more numbered cards, that's for sure. So we got another green, a holo, a green late. Wow, okay, this pack. Let's see what we got here. Okamoto, A-Rod, James Wood, Imee, Tong, and this is upside down. Vladdy Sr. Okay. To 199, and then, oh, behind it, something super cool that I did not see in the 2 videos I watched, so I don't know if this is short print or what, but I'm going to put you right there, Vladdy. And this is cool. Spencer Jones on the acetate prospect. That's a super cool looking card. I'm a sucker for clearly Donruss and all the acetate stuff, so that is awesome. Might need to try to find one of those of Willits. Yeah, that's a super cool looking card. I'm gonna put you there, Spencer. All right, there's more in this pack too. This is a loaded pack. Mizorowski and Ortiz, Winfield, George Brett, Optic Holo, Barry Larkin, and then behind it we got a red Slater DeBruyne, and then some sort of green Albert Pujols. So maybe that's that. I don't see numbering on that one, but some sort of laser there. Green and yellow maybe. Still, super cool looking card. Numbering or not, that goes on the wall. And then Slater DeBruyne was out of 99. So that's a pretty good pack right there, if I do say so myself. We have filled the back wall up. And then we had Barry Larkin on the holo. So last 2 cards were Slater DeBruyne and Andrew Fisher. Another nice name on this auto checklist. He's in here, Made's in here, you know, all those Brewers guys. see what we got. Nothing too crazy. This pack looks a little boring compared to some of the others. Pujols, Leo, Henderson, George Brett again, Carter Jensen, Frank Chance on the holo. Then we have Griffey Sr., Rhett Lauder, Yogi Berra, blah, blah, blah. Pudge on the optic. JoJo Parker, rated prospect, very nice. Diamond Marvels, ooh, that's sick. James Wood. That's getting a sleeve for the PC. This in some color would be nasty. Put you to the side. Zach Root and Ryan Sloan, who's been throwing some cheddar down there. So 2 packs left. Looks like we got another bit of a dud pack here, but that's okay. Mattingly, Reggie Jackson, Hassan Kim, Aaron Judge, Felix Hernandez, Elston Howard. Some old Yankee I never heard of, but that's okay. Kevin Youkilis, Heston, Carter Jensen again. A third one of those. Gibson, Larkin. Then on the optics, we got Chase Burns, Johnny Farmello. Ooh, another nice PC hit. Dylan Cruz on the Unleashed. So 2 nice PC inserts there. Slade Caldwell and then Seaver King. All right, last pack. Let's see if we can get ourselves one of them dual downtowns or an alter ego or something. I'm doubting it, but let's see. We got a holo. What's behind the holo? And we got a red. Doesn't look like we hit a case hit, but that's okay, because this box was pretty fun. Bobby Witt, Luis Hanekel, Griffey Sr., and Gavin Fiend for Washington. Out of 250. Another nice little PC hit. We will take that all day long. Jason Varitek, Pudge, Fisk, Tomei, another spacer, Cam Smith, and Slater DeBrune again. And then a nice little Mizorowski, Justin Crawford, and Devin Taylor. So that's going to do it. All in all, I would have to say that was a fun box. I mean, you know, I'm not going to sit here and go through everything because the back wall is just about full. But, I mean, to look at some of the bigger stuff. So we got Bryce Ranier out of 5. Super sick. I know he's a top 100 guy, I'm pretty sure at this point. And then a nice Nick Kurtz auto. You know, to go with just numbered cards galore. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 numbered cards. One of them to 5. We got 2 autos. Daniel Egan and Nick Kurtz. We did get a jersey, which is not from any specific game or event. One of the openings I saw was game worn, so I was curious. And then a couple parallels that are not numbered, but nice little elite, nice bomb squad. And then, I don't know if this is 1 per box. Like I said, I don't remember seeing this in any of the openings I saw, but I didn't watch a ton. That Donruss clearly of Spencer Jones. So, super fun. Anytime you can get a Nick Kurtz auto and a card to 5, I would say that that was a victory. So these 2 alone, I think, were worth the price of admission, the Kurtz and the Ranier. And it's just a super fun set. I really liked it. So like, subscribe. Let me know what else you guys want to see. Let me know, you know, what you want me to rip. I'm trying to find different stuff and cool stuff to show you guys. So if there's anything out there, let me know. Like, subscribe. They definitely help, and I will see you on the next one.